Hey everybody, it's Nikki and I'm coming to you from the weight room. I'm trying to do some lifting, which is new for me because I never really lifted and worked on getting strong. The only sport I've ever really done that with was track, and they had us go in the weight room. So I'm just trying to find a motivation to keep going and figuring out what type of workout stuff I need to do. But I was sitting in here thinking, and I wanted to make a video to share with you all this idea of not being in a rush, but also not wasting your time. And that kind of means, what I'm trying to say is, here an example of it is driving. You don't have to be in a rush when you're driving. There's no rush. Enjoy the ride, right? Or whatever the case. And but don't waste your time. So leading up to getting in the car and going wherever you have to go, don't lollygag. If that's the case, if you don't want to rush, so don't waste your time leading up to it. Manage your time so you have more freedom. If that makes sense. Time management doesn't have to be a restriction on you, and you're allowing this time for this activity, when really you're just trying to divide up your time and manage it so you can be most productive, so you can have the freedom to do whatever you want. And so, when I mean no rush, it's really no rush. At the end of the day, if you truly keep this on your mind and remember this, that you are right where you need to be. So, you're not missing out if you're not there on time, whatever the case. If there's a reason for why you were late, there's a reason for why you came on time. There's a reason for all of it. Wherever you were supposed to be, you will be right there. And it's always going to be here and now. That's always where you're supposed to be. That's always where you are, here and now. So wherever you are, location-wise, whatever the case, that's where you're meant to be. So you don't have this rush. You don't have this anxiety, this anxiousness. You're calm, cool, collected. I'm in no rush, but I'm not sitting here wasting my time either. I'm making the most out of my time. That makes sense. So I just wanted to come on here. I haven't been making very much talking videos like this. I feel like I've been kind of just sending out positive messages, but I kind of wanted to just talk about that, because that's what I was just thinking about while I was in here in the gym. And so believing there's no rush. You're right where you need to be, but you're not wasting your time too. This is when I talk and make these videos, it's kind of where I am in life. I'm not really speaking from nowhere else, but where I am myself. And I'm going to try to branch out into other aspects of life, if that makes sense. But basically, for me, when I'm doing stuff, I want to be intentional. I'm not wasting I don't want to waste my time. So if that makes sense, if I'm about to go somewhere, I'm not gonna, lollygag. I'm gonna get my stuff together so I can go to where I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be intentional. Don't waste your time. But there's no rush. You don't have to speed up the process. And that goes for driving. That goes for anything, lifting, going to the gym, being consistent in the gym. There's people have this rush to see results instantly, when there's no rush. If you just don't waste your time, you know what I'm saying? If you be intentional with your time, there is no rush. And so that's pretty much all I wanted to say. If I can inspire one person a day to not live in a rush, to be more intentional with their time, to manage time better so that they can have more freedom in their life. Times that by 365 days, times that by my life, I'm grateful that I can do that for somebody. I can put that thought in their mind, because somebody put that thought in my mind. You're exactly where you need to be. If you weren't right where you need to be, you would be wherever you are supposed to be. This thing called time is kind of just set in place just to kind of be there, because you are only right here, right now. You know, it's not a 1 o'clock, it's not a 2 o'clock at night. You know, you are right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just the present, and we just keep going with the present. You know, it's the past and it's the future, but you're really only right here, right now. You were in the past, and you are going to be in the future, but your future is going to be your present eventually. But that makes sense. Like this, if I make sense, comment below if you get what I'm putting down. If not, then I may need to work on my presentation. I am going to keep building my knowledge, but this is kind of helping me because it's active learning and not passive learning. Passive learning is reading books, listening to podcasts, and just, you know, absorbing the information. Actively learning is reading books, listening to podcasts, and then being able to apply it, being able to, speak on it. It's just studying for me. And I'm trying to just build myself up and to help others build myself up. I believe that for me, my inner work, my self-work, is supposed to inspire the masses, inspire a lot of people. And so I'm only 21, and I'm glad that I'm 21. I'm glad to be right here, right now. I'm not trying to be anywhere but right here. I'm not trying to be anyone but myself, and I'm happy with myself. And what I'm trying to say is, though, I'm glad to be right where I am, and to know that I still have room for improvement. I still have a whole life ahead of me. You know, I'm not supposed to die anytime soon. So, I don't think anybody is, but when you get older, whatever the case. But so I'm glad I just want to keep learning and keep sharing my knowledge and being a vessel for that, for knowledge and wisdom, and to inspire as many people as I can. I was listening to a podcast. I can't remember the guy's name. It was Wayne something, Wayne with a D. And he said inspiration is in spirit. Inspiration in spirit. So it's more so spirituality that you really have to tap into. And listening to this type of stuff, it just kind of it's like a self-reflection every time. Going to church as a child, when you're young, listening to preachers, doing this with your hands. It's kind of like you're tapping into your spirituality. You're tapping into your higher being, and that's really what life has always been like. Tapping into your higher being. That's where most people see success, once they've tapped into themselves and their greater good. And so it's just a spiritual journey, self-reflection, self-love, being good to your neighbor. When you love yourself, you don't have hate in your heart. You don't have any other emotion but love. So you spread that almost organically. You don't have to force it. You're just kind. Just automatic. It's automatic. And you want to do good in the world. I don't mean to ramble and I don't mean to go on, but I'm just kind of talking right now. But like I said, don't be in a rush. You're right where you need to be. Manage your time wisely. Don't waste your time. Make the most out of your time so you have the freedom that you want for your future, because your present automatically aligns to your future. So make the most out of your present so you can have the most out of your future. That being said, I hope to inspire one person a day for 365 days times that by my life. And we all are being productive. We all are being spiritual. We're all being loving. We're all being kind. Peace and blessings, everybody. Good night.